he's a perfect player for that. So, but Tage Thompson is similar to the first line of Carolina, where they're going to have them produce if they want to win the cup. I think it's highly unlikely Buffalo could get to the finals and make noise if Tage Thompson is not a contributing factor. Same thing with Carolina. And Carolina might be able to get past the Flyers. If they win tonight, of course, we got 3-0. And then if they win, they'll be well rested, of course, if they run into either Buffalo or Montreal, whoever survives that series, because I think it's going to be a war. But like I said, I think Buffalo's the better team of the two. But, having watched, every minute of the Montreal-Tampa series, Montreal is a good team. But like I said, it's another team. Their first line hasn't been clicking. Suzuki scored in the first game, but Suzuki and Caulfield haven't been lighting it up. Of course, Vasilevsky was a reason for that. He was just some of the factors for them not being, put up big, huge numbers in the first round, but they're going to have to contribute. Like you said, these teams, Colorado's proven, they're getting huge production from Makar, solid production from McKinnon. They're putting up massive amount of goals out there in the West, but Anaheim managed to tie that series, so that's going to be a war in their series. So whoever can win that series, obviously Colorado looks to be a buzzsaw right now, and whoever survives the East, I think the Eastern Conference teams are better and deeper, but whoever survives the war of attrition out of the East then might run into a Buffalo team or a Colorado team that's a little bit more rested if they get to the finals. But like I said, these are fun games. Obviously these teams, I've watched a lot of them, that teams that are left, most of the year, knowing how good these teams are going to be. Now, obviously the Flyers weren't the team that I expected to be in the final 8. But the other, like I said, and Anaheim has been pretty much a surprise most of the year, but they're proving how talented they are. But the other 6 teams in the playoffs, I expect them to be exactly where they are. So there's no surprises. These teams are who we have left. Of course, Minnesota knocked out Dallas in the first round, so we knew we were going to lose a big team in the East. Montreal took out Tampa, so those I think were probably the 8 best teams if you add those 2 teams back. But we have the Flyers, of course, and Anaheim to fill out the 8. But we'll see. Like I said, it's fun. Like I said, we'll get the break in the box tonight. Then we're going to get watching the third period of the Carolina and the Flyers. So, like I said, I haven't moved around the boxes. I did take some preview picks. Right now, it looks like I'm going to only add in 12 new boxes next Sunday. I have another one maybe on the road to me, but I'm not sure if it'll be here in time. So I have the 3 collage picks I'm going to put up after our break tonight, so you can see those. 4 of the jerseys have been our returnees semi-recently. 4 of them are completely brand new names, and then 4 of really cool stuff that I can't wait to show you guys. So I'll put up the collage pictures tonight. Of course, this weekend we're down to the 29 and 28 boxes, and you'll see the 12 new ones going in after next Thursday for the boxes. So it'll be down to 25, and we'll only add in 12 more. So we'll get back up to 37 for that first Sunday. So just like that, we're back into the mid-30s. But right now we're at 30. So we'll see what comes out tonight. Good luck, everybody. Don't want to wait around too long. A decent crowd. We should have the one spot. No one's interested in grabbing the Podkolzin. We'll see. Maybe I'll make that a community spot if it hits. So you guys deserve that. I don't mind throwing a community spot at you guys. So 3 in a row. 3 in a row? Who's 3 in a row? Well, we got 3 in a row. We talking about the Carolina series? 3 in a row? How many? 26? Oh, 37. Oh, 37 in a row? Hey, where you going? Trying out to anyone on the way to the parking lot. Come back here. That's exactly it. We got the 37 Kevin Smith auto jersey. We've had that up in here. I'm still looking to grab some cool stuff. So, like I said, it's I missed out some good stuff today. I was hoping to grab some stuff, and I missed out. I got another jersey I'm eyeing up. It ends in a couple of days, and we'll be ready for this reload. But I'm always looking to grab good stuff for you guys, so you know that I'm always on the lookout. But bit tough. Obviously, take the pod. Nick F going for the closing mojo. Like I said, it's a great jersey. We'll get that down there. Here you go. Vastly pod closing is now an Nick F property. So if it hits, it is not community. It will go to Nick F only. So good. Very nice. Okay, that gets us full. Let me see. Let me look at who we had before we start here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Let me see. I think we have about 10 people. So 8, 9, 10, might be 10. 10 of these. Looks like we got James M, Greg K, Thomas M, Brett G, and Jake G are both in tonight. Welcome back, father-son duo. Dale C, Daryl L. And he hit recently, so obviously Daryl L is looking to continue his winning streak. Nick F, of course, in here with a couple, including Closer Mojo, CK, and Larry V, one of our final spots. Oh, you feel gotta be an older spot. I'm telling you, can't believe how many we've had 9 of the last 10 have been from the reload, which is absolutely insane. I don't know if we've ever had a run like that. So you're thinking older box. I'm thinking, I'm thinking that obviously you're 8 out of 30, so still 1 in 3 chance almost that a new box come out. Of course, 10 from the last reload, so it's clearly a 1 in 3 chance. It's from the second to last reload, which was the March reload, of course, and then we have 12 from before that. So 12, 10, and 8. So we'll see what comes out. I'm not gonna move or anything up the boxes yet. Maybe I'll wait till we get into next week before I start shuffling around. Of course, I got to build 12 boxes for this reload. And that's, of course, next Sunday. So, but we'll see how we go. So, new box, definitely older box is what we're saying. Older box would not surprise me. But at this point in time, the new box run has been crazy hot. So, let's do it. Okay. Where's my dice roller? Where's my wrist? Thomas, you got some old spots too, so it's good. So a lot of people got themselves pretty good coverage. So we'll see how we go here. Okay, very good. 5 or more, as always, with our dice roll. Then we come up with our box. Boxes are here, still in order as is. Good luck. So we had, what was it, 98? 98 we started with. 99 we hit, and then boom, we knocked out everything in between. All the way up to 16 is where our last box is. Of course, 17 is the only box that will be skipped if we don't hit that in the next, I guess, 4 boxes, 3 or 4 boxes. Probably, we have tonight and then the 2 on Sunday, then Tuesday, Thursday. So I probably won't number them until after that. So we got 5 boxes to go to knock out 17, or that will be skipped as well. So good luck, everybody. 5 or more on our dice roll. Let's do it. 5 it is. 5. Man, keeping the low rolls. Let's see what we got. Let me see what we got. Still 2-1 Flyers on the Carolina. Yep. We're still in the second. So 5 on the die roll. Let's do it. Good luck, everybody. Let's see who the randomizer shines on tonight. 1, 30 boxes. 2, 3, 4. And the box tonight is going to be box number 94. Oh, not the second last reload. 94. We were doing that one. 94. There it is. Not the oldest, but the second lowest. That was the most boxes. 10 of the 30. One third of the boxes were from there. So 94 it is. Okay, let's back that out so I don't forget for Sunday. 94. Boom. Okay. Back that out as well. Very good. Box 94. See if the closing mojo strikes again. Oh, that's what he's calling. He's calling. You know what? Like I said, we didn't have a closer in a while. And now obviously closing mojo is live. Here we go. Let me see. Pretty good distribution. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different people in this reload. Of the 10 boxes, 7 different people have a spot. Okay. 94 it is. Feel like I haven't moved that shelf or these boxes in forever. Whew. 9 out of 10 boxes worth from the reload. And then we finally are diving into some of the older stuff. Not really old. This is only from the March reload. Is 94. So there it is. 94 it is. Where's my list? Let's see what we got. Okay. Closer Mojo. Calling his own shot. There it is. Good luck. Good luck, everybody. Box 94. Okay. Calling his own shot. We've seen Closer Mojo recently, so I'll not be surprised. But we got a bunch of good spots in here. Here we go. I'm excited. Here we go. Good luck, everybody. Box 94 is not Closer Mojo, but Adidas Victor Olofsson on the Buffalo Sabre. The swords come out to play. Victor Olofsson, 68. Beckett, COA, and sticker. Victor Olofsson, very nice. Obviously, he was traded. Very nice. Adidas Pro. The swords. Finally start seeing some swords come out. And we got some swords in there. There it is. Fight strapped up. Victor Olofsson. Oh, such a beautiful logo. There's our Buffalo and our swords. The Buffalo Sabres come out to play. Very, very nice. Adidas Pro, of course. 68s. Victor Olofsson. Very, very nice. I can't remember. That was one that was picked up. Let me see who had that one tonight. Victor Olofsson's going to. That's such a beautiful Sabres jersey. Victor goes to Dale C. Boom! Congratulations, Dale C. Very, very nice. Claim in and grab your spots. Obviously, it's not your big target, but very, very nice hit. Congratulations, Victor Olofsson going to Dale C. Sorry for everybody that did not hit. Your odds are now 1 in 29, 1 in 28 on Sunday. Very nice. Yes. Congratulations, Thomas Ginton. Congratulations. Obviously, Daryl L hit Tuesday. Dale C hits Thursday. It's a Dale kind of week. Dale, of course, hit over at Big Al's. I saw him hit again. Like I said, he seems to be a little. He hit the on a random. He hit the Team Canada Bauer Sam Bennett jersey over at Big Al's on last night with absolutely beautiful jersey. Of course, his stuff. Dale's break today hit a one of his regulars hit the Jeremy Roenick Flyers jersey, very nice as well. But I'm not sure he'll be not breaking until next week sometime. But his stuff going back and forth, getting shipments stuff out. But congratulations for him. Congratulations over at Big Al. He's still got, I think, a dozen boxes from this current East Coast series. Of course, both Gretzky's are still live for anybody buying spots over at Big Al's. He's down to 12, I think, of this series. So good luck over there if you're grabbing them on Monday and Wednesday. Of course, we'll be back here Sunday, eBay, double box spots. So get your bids in, get your placeholders in. I'm looking forward to seeing the fights for this weekend. Obviously, the last double box before the reload goes in. Just a dozen jerseys going in. So relatively shorter reload than usual, but I want to get it in there for you guys. Get us down to 25 and then pop in 12 more. So good luck. I'll be throwing up the collages tonight to get you guys to eyeball the new stuff, including the cool warm-up worn Chandler Stevenson Caps jersey, camo jersey. That's absolutely fantastic. I can't wait to show that off to you guys. But yeah, so there you go. Congratulations, Dale, on the Olofsson. I know you've been claiming that pretty regularly. Absolutely gorgeous Buffalo Sabres. Got to show some sword pride. Yeah, there it is. Fight strapped up. Very, very nice. So congratulations on that one. I'll see you guys back here on Sunday. Enjoy the rest of the game tonight. We still 2-1 Carolina. Third period is started up. So get to watching the game tonight to get ready for the the second round games come up in the next couple of days. I'll see you guys back here on Sunday evening. So good luck on eBay. I'll see you guys Sunday night. Waffleboard Breaks is out. Take care, guys.